Hey guys, let's solve this problem. Delete columns to make sorted. Um, so we have given an array of n strings and all of the strings given are assemblings. So the strings can be arranged such that there is one on each line, making grid. For example, as you can see in the first example, we have given these strings, right? So they can make a grid or matrix like this one. So if you want, we want to delete the columns that are non-lexicographically, non-sorted lexicographically, right? So lexicographically sorted means they have to be sorted in their alphabetical order, right? So in the above example, so as you can see, a BC is sorted and CE are sorted, right? But BCE is not sorted because A is the one that comes before in all of them, right? Before B and C. So it's not sorted, right? So we have to delete this column and our count is going to be 1. So the number of count to delete is 1, right? So return the number of columns that you are going to delete, right? So the question is to delete the number of count is the number of columns we are going to delete, right? So let's take the first example, right? So as you can see in the first example, we have this, right? We have C, B, and A, right? We have this, and we have D, A, we have A and F, right? And in the last row, we have G, H, and I, right? So the columns we are going to delete are just the columns we are going to delete are so as you can see, let's start from the first column and we traverse in this direction, right? We traverse downward, right? So as you can see, C is less than D, right? And D is less than G, right? So this one is not going to delete it. And as when we start from column 1, we can see B. B is greater than A, right? We have to delete this column. So our count is going to be 1. And as in the last one, as you can see, A is less than F and F is less than I, right? So we are not going to delete this one. We are not going to delete this column, right? So we have to return 1. So to solve this problem, we are going to do this way, right? We are going to do traverse this from fixing the column and traversing the row, each row, right? So that the time complexity is gonna be n times m, the number of rows times the number of columns, and the space complexity gonna be O of 1, right? So I'm going to solve this problem this way. As you can see, the constraint is gonna be the number of the length of the nums are the strings array is gonna be 100 in max. So and all of the characters is gonna be lowercase, right? So n square n times m is gonna pass, right? The number of rows times the number of columns is gonna pass. So first, let's say we have m, right? N is the length of strings. So we have this first, and n is gonna be length of strings at index because it's said uh, all of them are the same length, right? So in the first, what we're going to do is, let's say we have count, right? The number of rows we are going to delete, right? So for call in range of n, let's say the current character is gonna be the one strings at in row 0. So we will always start from row 0, right? And the current column. So for row in range of m, the number of rows. So we have to compare the strs at row and call if it is less than if it is less than if the next one is less than the current character, we have to increment the count by 1 and we have to break, right? Because we don't need to move because we have known like that column has to be deleted. Otherwise, what we're going to do is the current character is going to be the strings at row the string at row call, right? It's going to be here. And once we have done, we have to return the count, right? We have to return the count. Let's see if this works or it works or not. So time complexity is gonna be the number of rows times the number of columns, and the space is gonna be O of 1 because we have this variable, right? So as you can see, it passed for the given test cases, and let's see if it passed for all of the test cases. So as you can see, it passed for all of them. If you guys like this video, please subscribe. It's gonna be helping me a lot, right? Thank you very much.